The Daimler Double-Six Coupe is indeed something very special and rare. It is not a Jaguar, and it would be unwise to mention as such to any Daimler owner. As part of our H&L Enthusiast Series, we share the stories of the owners, the cars, and what makes them so special and worthy to be cherished and preserved as a time capsule and glimpse into the world that was. If you have an interesting classic car and would like to share it and your story, and you are based in the area of Greater Kuala Lumpur, please feel free to let us know in the comments below, or drop us an email and we would be grateful to get in touch with you. We had the privilege of spending the day with this beautiful Daimler Double-Six Coupe, proudly owned by our good friend Fauzi, who graciously shared his perspectives on this sleek two-door British engineered car.
Okay, you know how my first time I saw this Daimler Double-Six Coupe, actually it was a Jaguar Coupe, I think. I was driving to the club here, and then I saw XJ, looks very nice coming, on the other side of the road. And then as it come closer, I saw it's coupe is two doors. And I've never seen a two doors XJ before. And since then, I have fallen in love with the car. It looks so beautiful, so suave, so elegant, and yet sporty, So I was looking for a car for like 2 years. But never really could find a really good sample until I found this. There are few that are actually more project car because it's very few and very rare in Malaysia. So I got this, and it's almost, I would say, 80% good, almost 90%. So just a couple of things needs to be done. So I'm happy with this car. It's wonderful, and it's a double-six. It means it's a V12. This is my first V12, by the way. I don't think I want Ferrari or Lamborghini, so this is an alternative, good alternative. Because I know the price will go up as well when driving it. How it feels is it's actually a car that is very elegant and yet very sporty. And this is a car that actually Sir William Lyon's last design, his personal design. And this car was actually started, it was completed in 73. But then it took them 2 years to be put it on the market, on production, because Sir William Lyons want to have a perfect car that's very powerful and yet as comfortable like the sedan. And he doesn't want to have any, the engines were having problem with this, the pillarless window. Yeah, because he doesn't want sound of air in the car, but yet it's powerful. So it's amazing. I think it took them 2 years to get into production after the car show, and unfortunately only 3 years in production. 1996 until 1995, 1975 until 1978. So very rare. For the Jaguar XJ6. Jaguar SJ Coupe and Jaguar SJC in general, 10,000. But for the V12, 1,800. But for the Daimler, like this, Daimler Double-Six, V12, only 399. And you know how many left in UK that's on the road that is still registered in UK now, the Daimler Double-Six? Only 34. So I would assume most of this model was in were in UK and only 34 left running. I would assume another maybe 10 more around the world. So it make it very rare, make it very, very rare. It's only probably now running, less than 50 in the world. So it's very nice to have something that's pretty rare. As the car, I feel, I don't know, I love driving. This is one of my favorite now. I love, got nothing to do in the evening, I will drive it on the highway. It's a real cruiser. It feels very, very, very elegant. I feel very good and very comfortable, and yet it's nice when people thought it's an old car, people who don't know this car, they were like slowly at the back, and then the moment I press on the pedal, they were like, I will leave them behind, and then they were, I'm sure in their head, God damn, maybe this guy changed his engine into a new engine. So that's how you feel, and I love it. And you know, this car top speed for the V12 is 241 kilometer an hour for 70s. And it's better than the top of the mark for the BMW and Mercedes sports car at that time. At that time, Mercedes and BMW were around 220. This is 240 kilometer an hour. So, but of course, I don't think you can run that way, and I don't dare to run that way. Now it's been, 40 over years. Because I was looking for it for quite a while. Quite excited, so I felt very good, feel great to have it. But at the same time, of course, when you take a classic car that not for the first time, there's always a uneasiness. Will the car runs well? Will it take me home? Well, it took me home, and it runs pretty well. But of course, after driving it a while, there are a few things, minor things needs to be fixed, like the leaks and so on. British car, very typical of leak. So I need to fix all those. Otherwise, so far it's been nice to me. I just need to change the gaskets and all to fix the leak. What else? Maybe service the transmissions. That's basically it. That can think of right now. I hope it stays that way lah. It's unique because in Malaysia especially, you hardly can find a two-door XJ, so even more a Daimler. So some people pass by, put a thumbs up, people who knows car, and they know how rare the car is. Special feature, it's a fuel injection. Yeah, you have 12 injectors. For a car in the early 70s. There's one very unique, but I don't know why it's done. Still trying to figure out, still trying to research why it's done. Is the double tank, not just the coupe, of course, all the XJs, Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, all the dual tank, fuel tank. It looks nice, two chrome tank fuel cap at the back. But it's not very convenient. But it's cool because as you drive, there's a button that you change between one fuel tank to another fuel tank. So you see one fuel tank is kind of low. You just press the button, it goes to the other tank. Kind of unique feature, but then I have no idea why they did that. It's interesting. I really need to figure out why they did that. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. all classic cars are different. This one, for me, I have its own uniqueness. Like I said earlier, this car is specifically is elegant, comfortable, and yet sporty and powerful. So that's what I would say about this car. It's wonderful. It's a combination. My advice is it's a good car to buy. A lot of people worry about the V12 engine because the engine bay sometimes look like a snake pit because I think it's very much an engineer car. The engine was taken from the Jaguar racing car earlier and put into this XJ, but now in this particular case it's the Daimler, and it's very much an engineer engines lah. So a lot of people are scared of V12, but actually there's nothing to scare. The more I learn about V12 in YouTube, there's nothing much to be scared about. Only that when you want to change even a simple valve or just even changing a gasket for the valve gasket and so on, there's a lot of valve connection you have to unplug and put it back. It's just a lot of work, a lot of patience need to be put when you work on this engine. Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward engine and nothing to be scared about. And I hope this car stays that way lah. So if you could get a V12 rather than the SJC6, go for the V12 because the engine is just so smooth.